So my god, it's MrITryHard. Ah! My name is MrITryHard, and I love jogging. I jog everywhere. I jog to work. I used to jog to school. I jog around the house, inside the house. I jog to go to the gym. I jog to go to the corner store. I jog every fucking where, and I always make sure that I jog for 3/4 of a mile. It's so goddamn fun. But to anybody who has no idea why I'm saying jogging so much, well, you haven't listened to the FNG podcast and you are bad. Listen to the podcast, it's fun. We usually air it live at about 8:30 Eastern time every Sunday. It's so much fun, and we always have special guests. Last time it was K-pop, or Kelly. She was kind enough to donate over time to come spend about an hour and a half with us in the stream and recording the podcast, and she was probably one of the funnier persons to come on the podcast with us, and that little jogging thing refers to her. So go check that out, and if you guys have no idea how, then just stay tuned. There's a small video after this gameplay right here that tells you how. So stay tuned for that. But more about the gameplay. You see me getting a quad napalm. My kill streaks are napalm, blackbird, and dogs. I'll talk a little bit more about dogs later in this video. But this is a demolition on array. And if you control the array during your defense round, which I'm doing right here, it's really easy to control both bombs. As you see me setting up a claymore towards their underground entrance, and I do get a hit mark on a guy. And as you can see, Avalon put a claymore. You're gonna see me inch over to the right, to the left right here. Yeah, right on the table right there. There's a claymore. It's gonna get him right now. So it's really easy to defend both bombs from the array, especially when you use a long-range gun. Like the gun I'm using right now is the M16. I would recommend using the G11, but I had not have it unlocked, so unfortunately I could not use that. So as you can see, we're all bunched inside the array. Well, most of us are, and some of us are covering A, but it's really easy to cover both bombs from this side. And more on dogs. You will see me get dogs because I do go flawless this round, and that's a little spoiler, but dogs are underrated kill streak because most people like to run the gunship instead of using dogs, and I prefer dogs for two reasons. Number one, you can only have one chopper in the air at one time in this game. So if somebody has a small attack helicopter, I call it the baby copter, it's pretty annoying because you're waiting to get your gunship up. Or if somebody gets a chopper gunner, then you have to wait. You still have to wait. So with dogs, you can call them in right away and forget, and that's one advantage that dogs have over choppers and stuff like that. But the greatest advantage is when people hear gunship inbound, they immediately switch to their Strela or their attack or their Law missile or whatever they have that shoots down air support, and they shoot that shit down so quick sometimes, like you don't even have time to shoot at anything. And also, people are running missiles or Strelas or Laws by default now because the pistols are so underpowered this game. So when you call out your dogs, people like they just have no idea what to do. Some sit in a corner and wait, and if they do that, then that's a great advantage to you, because dogs stay there for a long time. And you know, as you can see right now, we're dominating them, planting both bombs. But yeah, dogs are freaking awesome. I suggest using them. If you really want to run the kill streaks, you can go chopper gunner dogs and run like a blackbird chopper gunner dogs. That is the kill streak of choice. But you're gonna see my dogs go to town right here. And usually you would see people calling in their Strelas and shit like that if I ever had a gunship. But right now I can still kill people, and my dogs are doing work. You're gonna see me getting saved by my dogs right here as I think it's a triple feed with like dogs and like silenced Galila I picked up off the ground. Not enough people pick up secondaries, by the way. If you guys are running a pistol secondary, you have to pick up a gun. Pick up whatever it is, as long as you see like some assault rifle or maybe a submachine gun that you kind of like. Pick it up right away, and you're gonna have two primary weapons, and that is so easy. As you can see, 24-0, quick win, demolition gameplay on array. If you guys like this sort of stuff, comment, rate, and subscribe. And FNG podcast info coming up. Alright, so for everybody who stayed for the FNG information, you guys get to enjoy a picture of my cousin failing with the water gun right here. This is a bachelor party thing. We were getting ready to go party and shit like this. And I'm not even in the picture, so don't even bother asking. But that is my house in the background, and that is my cousin failing with the water gun. But anyways, more about FNG. You want to go on the fng.podbean.com site. That's fng.podbean.com. A link is in the description down below, so click on that. And once you see that, you're going to see all 6 episodes. Now, you can view them straight from there, but if you want, it's a whole lot easier if you have iTunes. Now, if you have iTunes, there is a small button on the fng.podbean.com site that says iTunes on it. Click on that shit, and it's going to upload it directly to your iTunes podcast section, and it will upload it as soon as every single episode's out. So when we do episode 7, Sunday, it's going to be out right on your iTunes the very next day. It's going to be awesome and epic, so you can follow the podcast from anywhere as long as you got iTunes, and that's goddamn awesome. So once again, thank you guys for listening to this sort of stuff, and I really enjoy doing it. So does Verbal and Larry. So I'm leaving you guys on that. Watch FNG, it's awesome, and don't do like my cousin. Ciao.